Welcome to CultureAlley Spanish. Hola, this is Español Lesson 19. Let's start by going over the phrases that we learned in the last lesson. Let's have a look at the days of the week. Monday will become lunes. Tuesday will be martes. Wednesday gets translated to miércoles. Thursday translates as jueves. Friday becomes viernes. Saturday will be sábado or sábados. And Sunday translates as domingo or domingos. For weekdays, the plural is same as that of the singular form, and for weekends, plural form is made by adding s to the singular form. Let's now revise some of the phrases we studied in the previous lesson. The phrase, today is Monday, becomes hoy es lunes, where today gets translated to hoy. What day is it tomorrow gets translated to ¿Qué día es mañana? Great! Do you remember that we use el to express on when referring to a particular day of the week, and los to express on when the action occurs repeatedly? For example, I'm not dancing on Saturday refers to a particular Saturday, so it gets translated to no bailo el sábado. And in the case of I don't study on Saturdays, it refers to all the Saturdays, so its translation becomes no estudio los sábados. Now that we know how to tell days of the week and use them in conversations, let's learn the concept of telling dates in Spanish. We will be learning about asking and telling dates in today's lesson. In future lessons, we will learn to use dates in conversations, like talking about birthdays and making plans. To tell what date it is, we will need to know the names of the months. Month is translated as mes. For example, en qué mes means in what month. Let's now look at the names of the months. Let's start with January. January translates to enero. Try saying that. Enero. February becomes febrero. Say that, please. Febrero. March is translated as marzo. Try this. Marzo. April will be abril. Can you say that? Abril. May will become mayo. Try that. Mayo. June is junio. Let's hear you saying that. Junio. Good going. Moving on, July translates to julio. Say that. Julio. August is agosto. Try saying that. Agosto. September will be septiembre or setiembre. Try that one also. Septiembre or setiembre. Very good. October becomes octubre. Can you say that? Octubre. November is noviembre. Say that, please. Noviembre. And December translates to diciembre. Try that one. Diciembre. Note that just like the days of the week, names of the months are also not capitalized in Spanish. If you notice carefully, most of the names of the months in Spanish are similar to their English versions. For example, February is febrero. May becomes mayo. June is junio, and July is julio. Great! If you remember the numbers from 0 to 15 well, it is very simple to form the remaining. For example, 6 translates to seis, and 16 becomes 16 with an accent mark. Similarly, 26 will become 26. Note the accent mark, and 36 will translate to 36. Let's take another example. 7 is siete. 17 becomes 17. 27 will be 27. And 37 will become 37. Let's now learn how to ask what is today's date. In Spanish, as we know, possession, for example, today's, is shown by using de, which also translates to of. Literally, today's becoming of today. Hence, we will ask, what is the date of today? What is today's date, which literally is, what is the date of today, translates to, ¿cuál es la fecha de hoy? Try saying that. ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? Always remember that with what plus is or we use cuál. We learned earlier that cuál is usually used before es and other forms of ser to mean what. What is the date of today will become ¿cuál es la fecha de hoy? Let's now see the translation for how to tell dates. To tell dates, the structure is the plus number plus of plus month. This structure becomes el plus number, except for first, plus de plus month. We will learn how to tell years in the future. For now, we'll focus on telling dates of the month. Let's take an example. Hoy es el 8 de enero. Hoy es means today is. The structure in Spanish is el, then number, except for first, then de, and then the name of the month. Let's look at 8th of January. 8 is ocho. Of becomes de. And January is enero. Hence, to say 8th of January, we say el 8 de enero, which literally means the 8th of January or January 8th. To tell the first day of each month, we don't use uno, we use primero. So the 1st of January becomes el primero de enero, where January is enero. Say that, please. El primero de enero, which means the 1st of January or January 1st. Let's try translating dates by taking some more examples. First example is May 5th. It literally becomes the 5th of May. 5 will become cinco, and May translates to mayo. So May 5th translates to el 5 de mayo. The second one is February 3rd. It will literally be the 3rd of February. 3 becomes tres, and February translates to febrero. So 3rd of February becomes el 3 de febrero. The last example is December 25th. It literally becomes the 25th of December. So it will be el 25 de diciembre. Can you try that? El 25 de diciembre. Very good. It's quiz time again. How will we translate today is April 6th? Will it be hoy es el 6 de abril, or hoy es abril de el 6, or will it be hoy es el 7 de abril? Today is April 6 will be hoy es el 6 de abril. Did you get that correct? How will you say today is February 15th? Will you say hoy es 15 de febrero, or hoy es el 15 de febrero, or hoy es el 15 febrero? The correct answer is hoy es el 15 de febrero. Hope you got that right. Let's notice a quick cultural difference here. In Spanish, the order for writing dates is date, then month, and then year, and not as month, date, and year. For example, March 5th, 1982 will be written as 05/03/1982. Let's revise all that we learned today. January translates to enero. February becomes febrero. March is marzo. April is abril. May will become mayo. June is junio. July translates to julio. August is agosto. September will be septiembre or setiembre. October becomes octubre. November is noviembre, and December translates to diciembre. Good. Let's revise telling dates. Hoy es el 8 de enero. Hoy es means today is. The structure in Spanish is el, then number, except for first, then de, and then the name of the month. Let's look at 8th of January. 8 is ocho. Of becomes de. And January is enero. Hence, to say 8th of January, we say el 8 de enero, which literally means the 8th of January or January 8th. Let's again look at the translation of the first day of each month. To tell the first day of each month, we don't use uno, we use primero. So the 1st of January becomes el primero de enero, where January is enero. Say that, please. El primero de enero, which means the 1st of January or January 1st. All right, it's time for the Culture Leaf of the Day. Today, we will be talking about Las Fallas. Las Fallas is one of the most famous festivals in Valencia. Las Fallas is undoubtedly one of the most unique and crazy festivals in Spain. Spain is a country known for its unique and odd fiestas. Valencia, a quiet city with a population of just over 1 million, swells to an estimated 3 million flame-loving revelers during Las Fallas celebrations. Las Fallas literally means the fires in Valencian. The focus of the fiesta is the creation and destruction of niños, puppets or dolls, which are huge cardboard, wood, papier-mâché, and plaster statues. A popular theme is poking fun at corrupt politicians and Spanish celebrities. Here you can see an image of a children's feria in Calle Poeta Altet. The niños remain in place until March 19th, the day known as La Crema, the burning. Starting in the early evening, young men with axes chop cleverly hidden holes in the statues and stuff them with fireworks. The crowds start to chant, the street lights are turned off, and all of the ninots are set on fire at exactly 12 a.m. The image here shows the same children's feja burning. We have learned about days and dates. In the next lesson, we will learn about the usage of days and dates. We can use them to ask and tell about age and birthdays. Hope you enjoyed your lesson today. See you at the alley for the next one.